All right, let's not waste any time with this. Black Panther is the best card that has been added to Marvel Snap, well, ever. It might even be the best card in the game right now. That's also a good reason why people shouldn't take the leaks too seriously. When Black Panther was leaked, it was a 4 cost with 2 power. It's now a 5 cost with 4. I guess they decided that the previous way was too powerful. And even this is too powerful. In my opinion, Black Panther will be nerfed at some point soon, or at least one of the cards associated with Black Panther will be nerfed. Here's the Black Panther deck that I threw together last night without really giving it that much thought. You've got Forge, Okoye, and Nakia all in there to potentially buff the Black Panther. You've got Mr. Negative that's in there to try and hit Arnim Zola or Taskmaster, and then you've got the sort of the key combo. You've got Wong, you've got Black Panther, and you've got Arnim Zola. And this is utterly ridiculous. I'll throw some footage up on screen right now of me playing with that combo and frankly dominating with it. And the problem is, it's not even that difficult to pull off. You need to draw Wong, Black Panther, and Arnim Zola, and you're sorted. You easily end up with, well, let's work this out together, shall we? Black Panther doubles when you play it, so it's already got 8, right? Even if you just play Black Panther and Arnim Zola, it doubles to 8, and then you play Arnim Zola on the location that only has Black Panther, and then each of the other locations gets a Black Panther with 16 power. That on its own is a lot of the time going to be enough to win, given that you can already put some cards in the other locations. You've got Ironheart, you've got any other cards that you choose to put in the deck. But then the fact that you've got Wong as well, this is where it gets a little bit silly. Say you've got Wong that you play first, and then you play Black Panther on top. So Black Panther doubles twice, so it goes from 4 to 8 to 16. Then you play Arnim Zola. Worst case scenario is that you get a Black Panther with 32 power in each of the other locations. That's if Arnim Zola hits Black Panther first, then hits the Wong. If Arnim Zola hits Wong and then hits Black Panther, you get a 64 power Black Panther in each of the other locations. You're just not losing those games. In one of these games, my opponent played Magic and Limbo was on the board, and I got to do the Wombo combo, then play Odin on top of the Wong Black Panther lane, and Black Panther had, it'll be on screen, but off the top of my head, I think it was over 1,000 power. Utterly insane. And the problem is, it's way too consistent. So if you want to succeed in this meta, you need to be countering Black Panther. In my opinion, right now, Shang-Chi is a must play in, well, pretty much anything. You know to expect the Arnim Zola, know to expect huge Black Panthers in the other 2 lanes, and try and win the lane that Black Panther starts in, and win one of the other 2 lanes by placing Shang-Chi there. Of course, it's not all as simple as that, because then Taskmaster comes into it. If your opponent chooses to play Taskmaster instead of Arnim Zola, for example, say they go Wong and then Black Panther. So Black Panther's got 16 power. They could then end on a Taskmaster to play a second 16 power Black Panther in one of the other 2 lanes. That could potentially beat the Shang-Chi play that we just talked about. There's a lot of versatility here, and in my opinion, if you have Arnim Zola and Wong and you're not running Black Panther deck right now, like honestly, it is free cubes. I spent my entire stream yesterday, 9 hours, determined to get to Infinite with a move deck, and it was melting my brain. Move decks are hard. Check out the video if you missed it. But honestly, if I had just streamed Black Panther for that same amount of time, I would have hit Infinite easily. This deck is way too consistent, and something will be done about it. Not to mention today's feature location, Shuri's Lab. When you play a card here, double its power, you play Black Panther on that and it already gets a boost. You just need Black Panther and Zola and you're going to be winning games. Wong, probably not even required. This is a 2-card combo that will win you most of your games. And the other thing is, and I don't know if this is just the opponents I was playing against last night, just not really being used to the combo yet, I tended to win 8 cubes pretty much every time, pretty consistently. Honestly, I ended stream at like rank 76 or something after a miserable 9 hours playing Move. I played like 40 minutes of this deck and just shot up. So yeah, is this month's season pass worth it? Well, if you want to win, yeah, because Black Panther is the best card in the game. I think that it puts Second Dinner in a bit of an awkward position, because if they now nerf Black Panther, which is a card that people have actively paid for with the season pass, then that causes controversy, that causes drama. So I don't really know what they can do about this. Maybe it's Arnim Zola that needs to be nerfed. Maybe they can change it so that when Arnim Zola summons a card in another location, the on-reveal effect doesn't go off again. But then that's less of an on-Zola mechanic and more of an on-reveal mechanic. The way that on-reveal works is every time a card is played, not just when it's played from the hand, but when it's summoned by other cards too. Be that Jubilee, be that Ghost Rider, be that anything that summons other cards. That all causes on-reveal effects to go off. So by changing Arnim Zola, they kind of have to change everything and how on-reveal works in Marvel Snap. And that feels like a lot more drama than just changing Black Panther. It's all a bit complicated, and maybe it is a little bit early for me to be talking about nerfs, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is this. You play Black Panther on turn 5, you play Arnim Zola on turn 6, you end up with 2 16 power locations. That's a 2-card combo. You don't need to play anything else to get that. That is a problem. It is too consistent. I mean, think about it this way. You could easily get rid of Nakia. She hasn't been too consistent for me. Mr. Negative maybe could go. I've got Gambit in there in case I wanted to rely on like a Wong Gambit Odin combo, but honestly, I don't think that's going to happen most of the time. So say for the sake of argument, I remove those 2 cards and instead put in Ebony Maw and Adam Warlock. That's just going to raise the consistency even further, because now if I can ever get these 2 cards down by turn 3, it's much more likely that I'm going to draw the combo pieces I need. And given that it's only 2 combo pieces, it's so easy to draw them. I made a video a few weeks ago about the previous ridiculously broken combo, which was the Onslaught Mystique Wong Ironheart or Hazmat combo, where you get 256 on reveal effects, and like that's great and all. That was insanely strong combo, but you needed like 4 or 5 combo pieces to make it work. This combo is good enough to win the game most of the time, and you only need 3: Wong, Black Panther, Arnim Zola, and most of the time you can win with just 2: Black Panther, Arnim Zola. It is busted beyond belief. Let's talk a little bit about Shuri's lab. Double the power, double the fun. When you play a card, it double its power. So what cards work with Shuri's lab? Off the top of my head, let's go through. Obviously, weak cards, not so much. You could make an argument for Human Torch, I guess, and move it around and double its power again and again. But I don't think it's weak cards you really want to be looking at when it comes to Shuri's lab. You want to be looking at these strong cards that can really pack a punch with that extra power. Obviously, an Infernaut on Shuri's lab is an instant 40 power. That kind of pales in comparison to what we've been talking about with Black Panthers that are going to be getting a lot bigger than that, but still, it's worth looking at in a world where Black Panther isn't dominating everything. Red Skull also very, very powerful. It doubles its power, so it gains 15 extra effective power, up to 30, but its ongoing effect doesn't increase. Enemy cards at this location still only have +2 power, so Red Skull is one that's really worth looking into. Basically, anything that's got high power and low cost is worth looking at. Typhoid Mary, again, it's only got that same ongoing effect. Other cards have -1 power, but it's going to have 20 power. That's worth looking at. Swordmaster would be good to play because, again, it's got a lot of power and it only costs 3. Captain Marvel would be really good at Shuri's lab because you can play it there and then move it to win another location. And on that note, Vision also extremely good on Shuri's lab because you can play it and then move it the next turn and you essentially get an extra minion that's doubled its power. And, you know, Vision will end up with 14 power. That's not bad at all. Maximus also very strong. Yes, your opponent draws 2 cards, but you're putting 14 power down immediately on turn 3. That is powerful. But of course, the MVP of the latest update, I think this probably goes without saying, the strongest card right now in the meta today, in theory, should be, drumroll please, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is going to be nutty at the moment. So many people are going to be playing Black Panthers. So many people are going to be stacking big power on Shuri's lab. If you can play Shang-Chi on turn 6, if you could be losing at the start of turn 6, so your cards reveal second, you play Shang-Chi and you play something like Ebony Maw behind it, you're going to be winning games a lot of the time. Shang-Chi is exceptionally powerful at the moment. I did have something weird happen in one game that I played this morning where a different new location came up. Again, I'll throw the footage up on screen now, but I was very confused when Warrior Fools appeared in my game. After each turn, cards here fight, destroy the weakest ones. What a fun location. Again, you're going to be favored by playing powerful cards there. It's sort of like Hala, where the weakest players' cards get blown up all at once, except it happens every turn, and it is the single weakest card. So, although I haven't had loads of experience with the location yet, I believe that your own cards will fight each other as well. So a lot of the time, you're only going to want to have one card in Warrior Fools. So again, Ebony Maw, not bad. Doc Ock, probably pretty good in Warrior Falls if that was to become a more popular location. I assume it'll be next week's featured location or something. Maybe it was in the game today by mistake. I don't know. But it really seems like in Black Panther season, the emphasis is on powerful cards. Playing cards that have loads of power is the order of the day. And again, that just means that Shang-Chi is going to be extremely strong. Of course, in addition to the season pass, you get a bunch of credits. You'll get a cool card back at rank 44. You'll get the Black Panther variant, which I think looks awesome. And some other variants as well. I got my first variant already on the season pass. I think it was a bit of a disappointment if I remember rightly. Yeah, I got a new Spectrum variant, which would be great, except I have so many Spectrum variants already. Oh, what's in the shop today? Okay, I am lucky. There's nothing I'm that interested in the shop today. I broke the seal and I've started buying these. This Odin variant is cool, but I already have a very nice Odin variant. Gotta claim my daily credits. Don't forget to do that. But yeah, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed by the new season of Marvel Snap. Adding Black Panther has really actually spiced things up. It might be a little bit too strong, but maybe that just doesn't matter too much. As long as there are counters and the meta sort of wraps its head around that and players start playing Shang-Chi, maybe Black Panthers won't dominate too much. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from playing both Shang-Chi and Black Panther combo in your deck, so that if maybe you miss your combo pieces or you think your opponent's is going to be bigger, you can, you know, play Shang-Chi instead. Lots of experimenting to be done, but honestly, this is really fun. I'm expecting to be doing another couple of splits on my Shang-Chi at some point soon because it just got better than ever. All right, I think that's me done for today. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you watched it all the way through, I'd appreciate it. Do you like this type of video as well, rather than the sort of highly edited type? I'm gonna be real with you guys. The really highly edited videos haven't been doing so well on my channel recently, so I'm looking at potentially doing more content like this, and doing shorts that are really highly edited instead. Did you enjoy it? Will you miss the highly edited videos? Let me know in the comments. All opinions welcome. But the point is, if I make videos more like this, I can put them out much more frequently, and I guess more content's a good thing. I'll see you in the next one.